The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Whoa, Shawn, who are you? What, has it been 10 months?
I think that's my first one.
That is your first one in 10 months. Happy Friday.
I got it. Friday, March 25th. And just a reminder that you're going to need your coat this morning. I know we packed them away about last week, but I walked out of my front door this morning.
Yeah.
And then I did that Homer Simpson or gif where you just walk straight back in. Or no, it's Grandpa Simpson. And I just walked right back into my house and I was like, nope. If I'm walking to work, I'm going to need a coat.
I don't think it's definitely extra cold this morning, but has there really been a morning this week where you thought I should walk to work in my sweater?
Every day.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Every day, because it's only been -5, -7, 0. It was single digits, and it wasn't close to 10 for any of the mornings.
Yeah, but below freezing is still below freezing.
Yeah, but I have I'm a hairy dude, so I got an extra coat underneath my skin. So I have some more warmth, and even I needed another coat this morning.
Knocking on someone's door is a very different experience than it was when we were little.
Yeah, it's not so much a mystery anymore.
Yeah, people all have these cameras. They can talk to you through a camera. They don't even have to get up their couch. They don't even have to be home to know that you are knocking on their door.
That is so true. I forgot about they can talk to you through the doorbells as well.
Yeah, one time I went to somebody's house and they talked to me through their doorbell and then they said, yeah, why don't you just leave it in my truck? I'll unlock it for you.
Okay, that is also another level of weird on top of it.
Yeah. So then I put it in their truck, shut the door, and it locked, and they were like, thank you. And I was like, man, I'm on camera. They can hear me. This is so weird. So the other day, we're selling cookies for Girl Guys, and I say to the girls, hey, just a reminder, people have doorbell cams now. Act appropriately. Don't do anything you wouldn't want at the door. And so they're like, okay. And then I didn't see any of those, because they have their own kind of tinny sound when you ring a doorbell cam doorbell. Yeah. Didn't really see any of those, but I was standing on the street, so it could have happened. But then I saw this man walking with he was walking from sight. He had just gotten off the bus some other street away. And he was like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I found you. And I was like, what? And he's like, I saw your girls on my doorbell cam and I wanted to be like, hey, can I e-transfer some money? I wanted some cookies. So I took a different route hoping to get to you. And here you are. Can I buy some cookies?
Jeez. The cookies are just in hot demand.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like we descended on their neighborhood and then they knew we were there even though they weren't there.
I bet you they put out the warning call through their neighborhood watch Facebook page and they're just like, the Girl Guides are in the neighborhood.
Get your $5 ready.
Go miss them. I think ever since I turned 30, Steph, my body has just kind of almost a tiny little bit has shut down in a way.
Oh my goodness.
Getting older.
Yeah, I'm 33. I don't feel that. But I'm sorry that that's happening to you. And in fact, I'm glad it's you and not me.
Yeah. So I'm 32 and I felt 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 29, 30. I never used to be an allergy person. I used to seasons would come and go and I would just be sprinting down the street, just athlete and stuff. And now, whenever the seasons change, I'm just puffy eyes.
Oh no.
I'm runny nose. This whole week I've been taking rapid tests every day because I've had a runny nose and then I've been sneezing and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, sneezing isn't a symptom of COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have it, but I'm going to just rip these Rappies every day just to make sure. And it's just, I find it truly bizarre how it's just I've gone the whole pandemic without catching the disease, knock on wood, that I don't get it. But then it's just boom, spring comes along and I'm just help me. I'm a zombie. It knocked me out for a day. I didn't come in on Tuesday.
It's true. Do you feel now it's definitely not COVID or a cold that you have allergies?
I think so. Eyes are a little not totally scratchy, but then it's just sneezing and just runny nose, and it's not anything gross. Well, it is gross, but it's not anything super sick kind of thing.
Yeah, because I was giving my immune system a pat on the back. Like, I was really impressed with myself for not catching whatever it is that you have that we said was from a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like, maybe my immune system isn't that great. Maybe I just turned 30 and my body said, we're 30, and didn't say, let's degenerate.
Yeah, you got a blessed body over there. So I have a weird bucket list item that I think I finally get to check off, Steph.
Yeah?
Yeah. So during the pandemic, scrolling through TikTok and everything, I came across these videos. It's going to sound weird. But I enjoyed them. It was people who just get their... People that get their ears cleaned.
Shawn, it's a video of like somebody putting a Q-tip in their ear?
No, it was like the doctor doing it, either like shooting it with like water and then the earwax comes out, or like taking a pick and like cleaning out.
No, do you like watching Pimple Popper too? This is terrible.
Well, a little bit. I'm not too much into the pimple popper, but for some reason, the ear thing was just so fascinating to me because I never really pictured the inside of ears like that.
That they just had a ton of wax buildup in it. This is so gross.
I knew there was wax in there. I just didn't know what it looked like. And then when I actually saw like the tiny cameras go in the ear and stuff, it was weird, but I couldn't turn away.
And so did you like seek out, is your algorithm filled with earwax cleaning videos?
Yeah, I think whenever like a viral one like pops up in the world, it's like, yeah, we got to show Shawn.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, yes, give me more. And then I click on the profile. I'm like, what else do you got for me? I need my ear cleaning itch right now.
No. Okay, so you said this is a bucket list item. So what are you telling me?
Oh yeah, so then the other day, I noticed whenever I was moving my jaw around and like I was just moving my head around a little bit, I kind of heard a little like crunching. So I was like, why is my ear crunching right now into the Google machine? And obviously it can give you like, oh, you're dying. But I typed it in and it's like, oh, I think you have earwax buildup. That's what the Google told me. I was like, oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Time to go to the doctor. I was kind of scared just to show up to the doctor and be like, hey, buddy, you want to clean my ears out?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been weird, but now I can go to them with an excuse of like, oh, the Google told me I should come get my ears cleaned.
This sounds like a really weird fetish. Are you going to film it? Are you going to try and be a viral TikTok vid maker of getting your ears cleaned?
Well, fetish is it doesn't turn me on or anything. It doesn't turn me on. Not a fetish.
Wow, thanks for clarifying. Are you going to try and film this?
But yeah, I will try and film it.
Wordle kind of has taken over at least Twitter and sometimes Facebook. People, posting their scores of how they're doing with the 6 guesses they get to figure out a 5-letter word. Mm-hmm. But then it's like the entire internet jumped on it and we're like, well, have you tried Quirtle? Well, have you tried? What do you play every day?
It's global. It's like maps and everything. So.
And then there's like the airport code one. There's also one called Canuck where you can guess like Canadian words.
Yeah, it's just spawned off into different subgenres as well. It's just all over.
It's everywhere. And now there's a new one called Framed.
Guess this picture frame.
No, and not. I would have guessed like true crime. Like I was like, okay, which person is that? But it's guess this scene from a movie. So they show you one picture of a movie scene. And then you get 6 guesses, and every time you get the answer wrong, they show you a different picture from that movie. And then it has like kind of like a movie database, so you're spelling it right, so you're not going to like.
Oh yes, yeah, just waste guesses.
Yeah, like it's Batman. That's one word, not 2. It's not like that.
Yeah.
I just tried it for the first time today. I don't think this is something I'm going to add to my list of Wordle spin-off games. Like I usually do Wordle and Quirtle every day.
Yeah.
Framed, I'm not a movie person. This is too hard for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if we keep on adding, we won't get any work done in the morning. We kind of have, like, competitions every morning. We do the Wordle and the Quirtle, and we kind of just, like, face off.
Yeah, and I'm not going to add global to my repertoire because you are the map guy, and, like, it is impressive how quickly you find these cities in random countries that most of the time I haven't even heard of the country, let alone the city.
All right, so Frame, not getting the check mark from us, but you can check it out.
Yeah, frame.wtf.
What a website.
Oh, we got the big boss in here, Mr. Andrew Wilcox. who's been taking part in Leadership with Buffalo. And we've had you in like a couple times in the last few weeks to hear about how things are going. But specifically this morning, I'd love an update on your community action project.
So I really love the community action program because it gives us an opportunity to learn, but not only to try to help some social profits here in Fort McMurray. So I don't want to reveal too much. It's kind of a cool thing.
What is the gist of the community action? If I've never taken this course, both you two have. What is it?
So one of the big parts of it is that big parts of the entire program is that you get in groups and you work on a community action project for most of the time a specific nonprofit in town.
Okay.
But our project is a little bit different. And that's all I'm going to say, really. But my group's been absolutely fantastic. And that's probably been, once again, my favorite part of the program is just getting to collaborate with other leaders in the community. It's a great way to meet other leaders. It's a great way to learn from each other. It's a great way to share the common struggles of leadership, especially like over the last couple of years with COVID and downturn and everything that's going on. Leadership can be tough, and it's nice to be able to collaborate with other leaders and talk with other leaders about some of the challenges that they're facing and how to work through them.
I think one of the cool things about Leadership with Buffalo as well is when you do work with other leaders, you often find people who can help you with your project or you can help them with them.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden it's like, oh, you work in radio? I actually wanted to chat with you about advertising, but I've never been brave enough to make that call. Or, somebody else works at Syncrude and you're like, I actually had no idea that's how leadership at Syncrude works. So it's a really cool collaboration, not just getting to work with each other, but getting to sort of understand a different industry in our great big community.
Well, and that's absolutely one thing that I've loved about the program is that it's filled with, there's a good portion of engineers and leaders from the oil industry, and then there's a bunch of leaders from the social profit sector here in Fort McMurray and some other different organizations, and then this one weird radio person in there. And you get to learn from each other, you get to connect and how both can support each other, and you also learn that a lot of your struggles are the same.
And I'd love to just touch on the Community Action Project, Shawn, what you asked. There's been some really amazing community action projects come out of Leadership with Buffalo. Last year, one of the groups did a women's shelter, and they ended up partnering with the Wellness Society, and this actually exists now in Fort McMurray, and it didn't exist before. Not a women's shelter like Waypoints, but a different kind that turned into actually a job for one of the people who was taking Leadership in Buffalo. So really, really cool stuff. You can find out more info on the website and kind of see some of the really action projects that have come out and not just been a project that you worked on all year, but have made a lasting change in our community.
Very cool.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Andrew.
Not a problem.
Well, Team Canada men's soccer, they're going to have to wait until Sunday now, Steph, to hopefully qualify for their first World Cup since 1986.
Hey, like a couple months ago we were talking about this and you said there's no way they can't get into the World Cup. So many things would have to happen. They would have to lose so many times. What happened? Is it a question, or is it there's no way they're not getting in?
No, they're still in first in the entire group out of like 8 teams. It's just they had a chance. They had a chance to like mathematically, like there's 100% chance that they would have qualified if they just like various things would have happened if they control their own destiny, basically being in first place. But it just didn't happen. They lost to Costa Rica last night, 1-0, and it was an exciting game. Credits to Costa Rica. They're on the brink of elimination, and so they were playing like super hard, and they pressed and they got a goal early on, and then Canada got a red card and the player got sent off, and just a bunch of weird things happened within the game. That's football. Football is life. But it was just there was so much hype because it could have potentially like happened last night, and it just didn't.
So they're playing on Sunday. So they're in Costa Rica last night. Where are they playing this Sunday?
Oh, yeah. So in Costa Rica last night. And then the way you can turn it into a positive is that they'll be at home and they're going to be playing Jamaica at BMO Field in Toronto on Sunday. And so if you look at it that way, it's like, oh, well, they can clinch their first World Cup berth since 1986 in front of their home fans and have like a huge celebration if and when it happens. They just have to tie or win on Sunday, and then they qualify for Qatar.
Well, it sounds like they planned this. They were like, we want a party. Let's wait till Sunday to get our World Cup clinched.
That's right. They're Canadians. They want a party with the fans. Came across an interesting study yesterday saying 43% of Canadian workers that have been working from home or any type of hybrid role, they said they would look for a new job if they are ordered to full-time work at the office moving forward.
Wow.
And yeah, this is pretty relevant because my girlfriend was just talking the other day how much she loves how she has a permanent hybrid role now. That's what her business put forward to all their employees. They're like, hey, we've actually done pretty good from the work from home, but we also love the social interaction of in the office.
Right.
And so we're just going to permanently put the hybrid role forward for everyone. And she just said, I love this company. I love this perk that we have with the job that she does.
So it's a hybrid, like she can choose to work from home? Or wow.
Like everyone within the company. She works in startups, so it's not like a big company or anything. But you can either go into the office and work or like get your work done at home if it like makes sense financially for your family, etc. Work from home, get your work done there. She says, perfect perk for the job that she has.
That is a perk. That's awesome.
And then it just got me thinking of like, do I have any perks with this job right now? And the one that came to mind was just like, yeah, events, concerts, talking to artists, and just everything that involves being involved with like the music industry. It's like, that's a pretty cool perk to have.
Yeah, I feel like this job has tons of perks. Not when the alarm clock goes off, but definitely the fact that we get to talk for a living is a perk in itself.
Exactly. That's a great perk. Not like... Well, it's funny because it's just like because we're social people, we're like extroverts in a way, and so this just comes naturally to us. And then there'll be like introverts that like come up to me and they'd be like, "How do you do it?" And I'm just like, "What do you mean? How do I do it?" It's just like, this is who I am. Like I could never do something like that. I'm like, this isn't even a job to me.
Yeah, totally. And I actually have a friend who has like this sweet work perk where they have a work truck that they're allowed to use for their personal life as well.
Yes.
So they literally never move their vehicle. Like they're just like, why would we? This truck is brand new and we just take it all around town with us, and it gets better gas mileage than our vehicle, and we're putting the miles on this work vehicle. Like they even are allowed to like take it on their vacations out of town.
Yeah, that's perfect. I've had a work truck before, kind of the same situation. We want to hear from you though. 780-791-1037. You can brag a little bit. First of all, what do you do and what are your work perks? We're trying to see who has the best work perks out there. 780-791-1037. You can text or call in. Another one that I thought of right off the top of my head, but right when we crack the mic here, I can dress like I'm a gym teacher here, basically. Not like a total slob, but just like athleisure.
Yeah, you always wear like Lululemon sweatpants and some sort of crew neck sweater. I actually remember in radio school, one of our professors said, the best thing about radio is you can dress like you're camping every day. And then like I looked over at him and he was wearing like cargo shorts and just like an oversized polo t-shirt. And I was like, yep, I would totally bring that camping. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's no strict like ties on Tuesdays, and well, I don't know if that's a thing.
Ties on Tuesdays.
I
would call in sick for work every Tuesday. I have to wear a tie.
Well, I remember when I was in radio school, there was this one broadcasting company where they made every announcer come in with like a dress shirt and ties. Like, you got to be professional. It's like, places I don't want to work.
Scratch that off the list. I'm never applying. Patrick said his best work perk is free coffee.
Oh yeah. We got the coffee machine over in the kitchen over there as well.
Yeah, you don't really take advantage of it, Shawn, but I am like filling up my cup all the time. I love that perk.
I'm a bougie coffee drinker.
So bougie. Has to buy it at McDonald's. Bougie coffee.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.